Hello and welcome to today's video tutorial. In this session, we are going to explore how to add driving functionality to your application using example scripts in the driving folder. Whether you're building a desktop application or working with an HMD, this tutorial will guide you through the process. First, let's locate the example scripts. For that, we will go into our SightLab files. Then we will see a folder named example scripts, double click and search for driving. Double click again, and here we have our driving example. To open the script, double click. Here you will have to select the configuration. If you have a headset connected to your PC, you can select it right here, and I will also recommend you to do that, because then you have the full VR experience. But to show you, I will have to take the driving desktop for now and then click OK. So to start your scene, you will press spacebar, and that will get you in the car. If you're not happy with your position yet, you can configure it by pressing the T, F, G, H buttons. So T is to go forward, G is to go back, F is left, and H is right. So you can relocate yourself like that. And to go up and down, you will press the Z and X button. So Z is go down and X is go up. Now you can use the WASD key, as in like any other game, to move. So W will be moving forward, then W connected to S, so pressing them together will be going to the left, and W and D will go to the right, and of course S will go back then. To accelerate your speed, you can press the dot key. There are like 3 modes you can use. So this is the first one, this is the second one, this is the third one. And to go down, so to decelerate again, you can go through the modes again by pressing the comma button, so it will slow down now. And if you're done with your scene, you can press spacebar again, and to exit you can press, or you will press escape. Now we could also replay the session that we just recorded. It's exactly the same as if you were to open the SightLab VR normally and run a scene over there. You will click or double click the session replay, and again select your configuration. So for me it will be desktop, but if you have a headset you could also use that to replay your session. And now you will have to select your participant ID. You will see that there is no option to input a participant ID in your driving script, so you will just have to look for the correct date and the correct time of your session that you recorded. So for me it will be 12:49. Click on that and then OK, and OK again. Now the replay will open, and that are controls that you already know from the normal SightLab. So by pressing R, we can start a replay, and then we can use things like H to generate a heat map, or J to display a static heat map. I mean, it's explained over here, and you can turn off and on a few things up here. To hide the panel, you can press a dot, and then you have the normal controls of Z and X to go up and down, and WASD to move around. So that was me just explaining how the controls work, and then we start moving. So that's us right there, driving in a car. And if you're done with your session, you can just press the spacebar again, so the session will stop. And then to exit your script, just press the escape button. Now, if we want to change our car inside of our script, we will have to open it in Vizard. So to do that, we right click and then go edit. This opens up our script in the Vizard editor, and now we can change our car here by changing the directory. So you will have to look for car. It's in line 44, car equals, and then here is your directory that you will have to input for your new car. If we look into the folder here, you can also, that's the same folder in SightLab. So you go to utils, then resources and objects. Here you will find the normal car, and then these two, I added them. So these are custom cars, and to now add or now select these custom cars inside your Python script, inside your SightLab script, you will have to copy the name here, go back to the editor, and then it was car 2. So you can save this one and run the experiment again to then see the change of car. Just like before, to start the scene, we will press spacebar. Now you can see that the car changed already because we changed the file path in our script, and we can, no, not with WASD, it's TFGH to relocate, and a little bit higher, and now we can use this car to drive through our scene. And of course we have the same controls with dot as accelerate and comma as decelerate and WASD to move around. And of course we can also look around while driving. And that's how we change our car in our driving script. To exit the scene, to stop the experiment, press spacebar again, and then to exit, press escape. Now you could also change your environment by changing this directory here. So this file path, you will then have to input here if you've got an environment saved in this file in example resources, then you will have to input your file name right here, and it will automatically change your environment. Now we will look at how to get custom cars from platforms like Sketchfab. So we have a couple of different car models here, and we will just start with this one. So we have to download the model at first. We will have to download the GLTF file. Click download here. This will download into your download folders. So we will open it up just like so. Extract all, extract, and wait for it to extract. Then we will have to open this scene with a right click, open with, and Vizard Inspector. As you can see, this is the car that we just downloaded. Now we will just have to remodel it in order to fit our scene. So we do that by bringing in a new avatar. For that we will have to click File, then Add, and search for our utils, then resources and avatar with a full body. And then we are just going to select male 1 here. So they don't really align right now, and we will have to make sure that they align because the avatar as it is in here right now will be your starting point. So we will have to change or translate our car in that direction. So we have to turn it and like that. And then translate it over here. And just like that, we just set our car to fit the environment. And now we can delete our avatar again and save the file as, search for utils, then resources, and objects. Here you will see that there are a lot of cars in here already. So I already saved a car 4, but if you haven't saved a car 4 before, then you can also call it car 4. Car 4 is exactly the same car as I have right now in here, so I can just override the existing file. For you, it will just say save and then you will be done. So I will replace this file here. Click yes. And now we can change it to car 4 in here as well. So it was car 2 before, now we change it to car 4. Save this file as well and then run our script again. Driving desktop, okay. Now we are in our scene again. We will press spacebar to start the scene, and we will have to relocate in order to fit our car. So it's like that. Go a little bit down, and now we can, or a bit more up, and now we can drive this car in our scene. Again, to accelerate dot and to decelerate comma. If you're done, press spacebar and exit by pressing escape. Now for this process, it's very important that these models have an interior, because you're obviously sitting in here. So if you have a car that has no interior, like this one for example, it won't make too much sense to sit in this car because you can't really see anything. It will work with these cars as well, but I would recommend you picking a car with a functioning interior, where you also have something to look at while driving. Now let's look at how to change the controls of your driving script. So for that, we will navigate into our SightLab files. Then we click on utils, and under WizConnect files, or WizConnect configs, you will see all your configs here. And now you will have to search for your device. So if you were to use the desktop configuration, then you would double click on here. But for now, we will be driving in a Meta headset. So we select Meta driving. Double click to open that. This will open the Vizard console and then launch our WizConnect CEF browser, the WizConnect startup. So then we click on here to go directly to the advanced configuration menu. Here you can see all your trackers that you got connected, or your displays and inputs and stuff. But we will navigate to transports, and now you will see driving here and mappings. We click on mappings here, and you can see all the controls for your driving script. So to move forward, we have the controller on right touch controller, and this is the button index. So the button that you can activate by clicking with your index finger, and the same for moving backwards just with the left controller. Then we have turn left on the left controller with stick left. So if you put the stick in or push the stick to the left side, it will turn left, and the same for the right. So turning right, you will do that by pushing the stick on the left controller to the right. That's basically it. This is how you navigate and drive in VR. In VR, you can then also relocate yourself by using not the TFGH buttons, but the WASD. So how you would normally move in desktop mode, but this won't be for moving, this will be for relocating your position. So that's all. Congratulations, you've successfully learned how to add driving functionality and use the driving script in SightLab. Thank you very much for joining this tutorial. If you found it helpful, please leave a like, subscribe, and share it with others who may benefit from this knowledge. Stay tuned for more informative tutorials.